Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria at Radiant Moon Tarot, and we're here doing your weekly reading for September 20th through 26th, 2021. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back, and I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. So let's get right into your reading, shall we? We start off your week with a full moon in Pisces. This is a very airy, very magical, very spiritual full moon, if you will. And you may also be feeling very emotional at this time. We've got Mercury that is actually trining with Jupiter within about an hour of the full moon coming into fruition. So this is bringing in some optimism. It's bringing in good news. It's bringing in some good fortune. But with Jupiter in the mix, Jupiter always has a little bit of a surprise. So sometimes we get a little bit of tumultuous energy, shall we say, in that with that Jupiter energy as well. So communication is key, and there's that Mercury energy, okay, the new moon in Gemini that's coming out for you here. So communication is very highlighted for you for the week ahead. So first and foremost, if you've been dealing with a situation and you have not been able to figure out how to move forward, communicate. And sometimes that can be a little bit difficult because sometimes Aries, we tend to get a little bit, how shall we say, everyone wants to be right. And sometimes we need to find some common ground, or sometimes we need to put our pride aside, so to speak, so that we can move forward. So whatever your situation is that you're dealing with, the highlight in the week ahead really is on communication, not just with people that are around you, but also with yourself as well. All right. Are you speaking your truth? Are you living your best life? Are you being honest with yourself? All right. Or is there something with this full moon that is coming to the surface that you have been hiding? We have choose your path. All is possible. Look at that. That guy is standing out there. He's got a suit of shiny armor on. He's got his cape, and the future is wide open. All of the obstacles have been cleared. So this is all about your mindset, all right, about moving forward. If you believe in that everything is possible, then it shall be. And, positive thinking does not mean always that everything is going to turn out positively. It's all in how you deal with things along your path. So this is showing you, and this is highlighting for you to think big. Keep your options open. If you're not happy with where you are right now, or, if you are looking to start something new or something different or make improvements, whatever you want to do, the future is open for you. It's all about your mindset. We have answering the call as well. The time is now. Now, this could absolutely have to do with some spiritual growth, because this full moon really does bring in spiritual growth. Okay, helping to move you forward. And look at all these open doors that are here for you. Okay, so the time is now. All right, and maybe you've had an idea for a while, or you've wanted a change, or you've wanted some improvement, and you haven't necessarily you either haven't had the energy to do it, which isn't always like you, Aries. You're usually pretty energetic, okay? Or maybe you've been kind of trapped by circumstance, or maybe a limiting way of thinking. So this is really showing you the time is now, okay? This is your time to shine, and the doors of opportunity are really opening for you. Okay, so answering that call, where are you being guided to go? What are you being guided to do? What do you want to do? So some of you are thinking of following a completely different path than what you've been on so far, right? Making some change. Is there a career path that you're looking to follow? Are you having an epiphany, a spiritual awakening? So let's pull some tarot and see what we've got going for you guys. And what do we have first? Oh, look at you. We've got the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is a very interesting card. It is one of the possibilities are endless for you right now. Okay, we've got a lot of different options that are there, a rainbow of opportunity that is before you. It can sometimes represent fantasies and daydreams, though. All right, so Yes, the doors of opportunity are opening for you. Yes, your all is possible, right? I love rainbows. When we get rainbows in the tarot, I love the rainbows. All right, they do represent unlimited possibilities, magic, if you will. All right, but the Seven of Cups can also represent fantasies and daydreams, which are not necessarily negative in themselves. All right, but sometimes we get stuck in our fantasy land. Sometimes we've got a dream and we never do anything with it, or we don't follow it, or we're scared, or we're in our comfort zone, or sometimes we can be a little bit overwhelmed. So when we have the choosing your path and we have answering the call, not to mention communication is the key. The key is to focus. The key is to follow your intuition. The key is to make a decision, make a choice. What do you want to do? Are you comfortable where you are right now? Are you happy with where you are right now? Is there a hobby or a project that you want to start and that you just don't know where to begin? Right? Because the Seven of Cups, it can be like you filled with all of these wonderful ideas and you just don't know where to start. So you may want to take a little bit more of a practical approach. It can be that you have a project to get off the ground, right? Maybe someone gave you a really big project to work on and you're like, I don't even know where to start. You know where you start? One foot in front of the other. Okay? Choose your path. Organize yourself. Make practical plan. All right? If you're looking to really change the course of, let's say you're really looking to make a change in your life, right? With the Seven of Cups, again, the same kind of thing. Sometimes we don't make a decision because we're afraid of making the wrong decision. What if I choose this cup here in the middle and it turns out to bite me in the butt? What if it doesn't work out for me? You cannot make the wrong choice if you listen to your intuition and follow your heart. But the main message with the Seven of Cups is you've got to make a choice. Do something, choose something, start somewhere, even if it's just 1 foot in front of the other. Even if it's just getting a pen and paper and just jotting down a bunch of ideas. At least it's a start. It gets you flowing. It gets you going. Okay. So it might be a little bit overwhelming at times sometimes, but when we are feeling that way, bring ourselves back to center. And it could be the moon energy has you feeling a little bit overwhelmed as well. Okay, a lot of emotions that are around with the full moon. So again, there's a way to center your energy, to ground your energy a little bit, right? Even if it's just sitting down with a piece of pen or a piece of paper and a pen, okay, and just writing down some ideas, just getting things out, all right? But the Seven of Cups also sometimes comes with a little bit of a warning, because sometimes it can represent overindulgence in something. All right, quite often something liquid. Okay, so sometimes it comes out with a message that having fun and indulging in the pleasures of life are always wonderful, but it's a reminder not to go overboard. Just saying. We've got the Six of Wands. Look at that. You make a decision, you make a choice, you jot things down. The Six of Wands comes in here bringing you the energy of success. Okay, it's putting you in the spotlight. It is your time to shine, Aries. This is bringing in that fire, that passion, okay, that energy to move forward, to build upon your previous successes and move forward. Now, this can just be you taking the lead, taking charge, taking action. Okay. getting a plan in place. All right. Moving forward, this can be you overcoming your obstacles and challenges, anything that is standing in your way, holding you back. Okay. And if you're working on, let's say you're working on a project at work, maybe it's a creative endeavor because the moon brings in creativity and you've got all of these ideas and all of these things in your head. The wands energy, the fire energy, throws some passion, throws some action at your creative moment, okay? And really does help you to move forward. So, here we're all up in our emotions, okay? We're all, up in our feelings with the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Wands brings you a little bit more down to earth, brings you back to earth a little bit, and really helps you move forward, helps you get something started, helps you overcome, helps you move forward in some way. All right. But also brings you in the confidence, the belief that you can get something done. And if you look at both these figures, all right, they are like, yeah, I got this. Okay. This is giving you that energy to move forward. Okay. Is also may put you in the spotlight. So the Six of Wands, yes, it is an energy of success. Okay, it is that victory march, that victory stance kind of thing, but it's also the opportunity to move forward and to build upon that. So you may actually be called into the spotlight a little bit in the week ahead. Okay, you might be like the chosen one, so to speak. Maybe you're chosen to give like a speech or a presentation or something like that. All right, you may even be going for like a job interview or something. And you know what? If that's the case, man, oh man, that Six of Wands energy really does propel you forward. All right. And this is fun. We've got the Tower. Okay, the Tower moment coming in here. You are the first one to get a Tower. Okay, so this is big energy. Now, the Tower, a lot of people are scared of it. Okay, as soon as they see the Tower, they're like, oh my God, my life is over. No, that is not the case. The Tower essentially represents a paradigm shift. Okay, a revelation, an epiphany, if you will. All right, and this is getting you where? I swear every time I say the word comfort zone, the Tower comes up. I've got to stop that. Gets you out of your comfort zone. The time is now. This is big, big energy coming in. So if you've been in this energy of overthinking, of contemplation, of being overwhelmed for too long, if you've been being undecided for too long, if you've been in your comfort zone for too long, guess what happens? Spirit sends you a Tower to get your butt in gear. Essentially, that's what that is. All right. We can be, sometimes the Tower moments come in by external forces, and more often than not, they are by our own hand. Communication is the key, remember? So the Tower comes in quite often as a revelation and epiphany. This is sometimes internal. Okay, but sometimes someone may say something that really shakes us up. All right, and essentially the Tower is blowing the lid off of something that didn't necessarily fit into place anyway, so that we can make room for something new coming in. Now, it can be a fresh new way of thinking. It can be that energy that we need to take those first steps forward. All right. And yes, it can sometimes represent a loss of something as well. In the energy that we've got coming in for you here so far, I'm feeling more that this has to do with your energy. Spirit really kicking you in the butt. Okay, getting you going, helping you make some change. And the reason that people are afraid of the Tower is because it does represent sudden, unexpected change, a surprise. And humans do not like surprises, right? Surprises, good or bad, humans are creatures of habit. And we don't like unexpected change, even if it's for our good. The Tower always comes in here for our best and highest good. So it comes in to get rid of the old, full moon energy, to get rid of the old to be replaced with something new and better, because it's not necessarily a total loss, because we're left with a solid foundation. And quite often this does come in through our crown chakra. And you see this lightning bolt blowing the roof off of that Tower. So this can absolutely be a fresh new way of thinking, an epiphany, a stroke of genius, getting you out of your comfort zone and helping you take the lead, take back control maybe. So yeah, you could absolutely be making some massive change in your life. It may feel a little bit chaotic as well, as towers absolutely do, right? And what do we say with the Jupiter energy that's here? Okay, Jupiter and Mercury. I'm feeling massive epiphany moment for some of you that really does, right? Answering the call. Pay attention to your dreams, your signs, symbols, synchronicities. There's messages coming in for you. All right. Big messages as well. The Tower is card number 16. When we reduce it, it reduces to a 7, which is the Chariot. The Chariot, the drive, the will, the determination to move forward. All right. That's what that Tower is bringing you. It's bringing you the drive that you need to get something done, to make positive change, to move forward with something. And yes, absolutely, the Tower for at least somebody could be the loss of something, but it's to be replaced with something better. And quite often when we do get these Tower moments, we feel as though we've been blindsided by something, but ultimately our intuition told us there was something not quite right anyway. So pay attention to your intuition. But that reduces down to that 7, and the 7 of Cups, it's also a 7. 7s are a very spiritual number, and it shows you that you are in alignment, okay, with your divine path. But 7s, depending on who you are, 7s quite often are lucky as well. So it could just very well be your lucky day. So let's get a little bit more information here. Got the Fish, the message of concern, and we also have the family room. So the Fish is about abundance, prosperity, okay, financials, if you will. All right, the message of concern, okay, there is some news coming in here, some messages coming in here that either cause you to start exploring your options, okay, or the message of concern with the family room is something coming in here and you all of a sudden need to make some quick decisions. The family room does tend to be a quick card, okay, so quick. All right. The family room, though, also has to do with your internal workings. So the family room can be your inner self. All right. And you're just feeling the pinch, feeling as though you need to make some change in your life. Okay. You got a lot of options, right? The Fish represents abundance, right? Money quite often. Okay. So something to do with your money, something to do with your prosperity, likely. The family room doesn't have to be your inner self. It can also be like your living room, like where you live, where people gather, where you spend your time, but it can also represent your workplace as well. Okay. Something to do with your money. All right. And with this 7 of Cups here, it feels as though, yes, you do need to make a decision somewhere. Now, I will also say, because we touched on it a little bit, the 7 of Cups sometimes does come in with that other connotation about overindulgence, quite often with alcohol. Okay. The Fish represents liquid things. Okay. Message of concern and family room. You may actually be talking to somebody about a problem that they might have. A little bit of an intervention, maybe. That could be with another person. It could be you as well. Okay, or you might be coming up to that realization that will not speak with everybody, obviously. Okay, but for someone out there, I can't ignore the fact that we've got that similar message for both. All right, so something there, but it just feels as though you're maybe feeling as though you need to do something a little bit different, especially with the message of concern coming in there. Okay, something that causes you to be a little bit wary of your circumstances, whether this is your home, whether this is something within you, you're just feeling the need to make a little bit of change or to make a decision, make a choice somewhere there, okay? But it also feels with this family room being our quick card, and it could be in relation to your finances, okay, your place of employment, all right? It may be that you've got some project on the go and the clock is ticking, all right? The clock is ticking. You got to get moving. All right, that family room is our quick card, okay? So you need to hurry up. Let's see, this Six of Wands. We've got expectation, we've got a gift, and we also have the Garden. Now, the Garden is our open card. It is our socialization card, okay? But it can sometimes represent like a larger group of people as well. Okay, it can also sometimes represent close friends. But with expectation, okay, there's a surprise. There's something coming in here that you may or may not have been expecting. The gift sometimes does come in with a bit of a surprise. Okay, and you know, with it being behind the back of expectation, all right, you might not have been expecting something, and this can be some sort of public recognition coming your way, especially with the Six of Wands. All right, you might also be put in charge of a project, and it may actually be very much of a gift. Okay, it's something that benefits you in a really positive way, but again, it may have blindsided you. And with the Six of Wands really being in the spotlight, okay, and with the Garden, you might actually be put in charge of a project that you weren't expecting, that maybe someone else was supposed to do. You really have to hurry up and get your ducks in a row, and you might actually be in charge of like a whole department. The Garden card can be a whole department, especially with the living room. So you may actually be getting a promotion from a small group of people, a small office or workplace into a bigger one. Okay, so that expansion energy. So, but again, with this gift, this surprise, very positive, okay, being behind expectation, this is something that you did not necessarily expect. It may have been something that you hoped for, but maybe something that you didn't quite expect. And that Tower does bring in surprises as well, right? So, you know, so that Tower could bring in that also. All right, so some of you are having, some of you are getting, either a project or a promotion that you didn't quite know about. All right, maybe someone else dropped the ball and you need to pick up the pieces all of a sudden. Eesh, that's a little overwhelming. That's a little Seven of Cupish. All right, we've got the Fox, we've got the Scythe, and we've got the Moon. Whew, okay. Well, the Fox and the Scythe, the Fox, okay. Man, yeah, this is fast, okay. This is speedy, speedy, speedy. When we have the Scythe, this is like fight or flight, all right. This is that adrenaline pumping something, and it feels as though you are being called into action, okay, to fix something that hasn't gone quite right. The Fox does bring in some possible deceit, does bring about some, like some issues, okay, like something wrong with the scenario. All right, the Scythe represents a little bit. The Scythe is our quick card, okay. Also a little bit of a trepidation, okay, with that as well. It's like, ooh, fear. Okay, great. It does bring in a little bit of a danger to the situation a little bit, okay. But the Moon, very positive. All right, now the Moon could be that you are completing a cycle, okay, out with something that has not been good for you, okay, and you're making some quick decisions here. You're wrapping something up with the Moon, okay, the completion of something, wrapping up a cycle with that Tower, okay, and you're ready for the next best thing. But it also feels like here with this, the Moon card has to do with your reputation as well, okay. It can also have to do with your, like it can be a psychic card as well. But with the Tower, okay, with the Tower, yes, this can absolutely be an epiphany moment. This can also show if you are being called into action, okay, and you're getting all of a sudden a promotion or a project or something like that, okay, you're certainly being ousted out of your comfort zone in some way. you might need to be really crafty. Okay, the fox brings in that craftiness, that cleverness. Okay, the scythe brings in quick decisions. Okay, and that moon really does bring in some recognition, and also brings in like, I really need to rely on my intuition here. Okay, and it could be that you've got a reputation for getting things done. All right, but again, something that may actually blindside you a little bit. Okay, if that is you in that scenario. Excuse me. All right, but the Tower could also be an epiphany moment for you, coming to the realization that you may actually be dealing with somebody that is being a little bit dishonest, a little bit deceitful, and you may be making some snap decisions there, some not necessarily snap judgments, but just some quick thinking, okay, that you may need, because you might come to the realization that you are dealing with somebody in your life there, and they're not acting in your best interests, okay, and you are completing a cycle, completing a circle. You may actually be cutting someone out of your life there as well. So really something very interesting, actually. Okay, but that quickness that comes in with the scythe. All right, and then with that moon, that completion of something, that wrapping up something. And again, so depending on your circumstances, depends on what that is. Okay, but certainly a lot of changes that may be in store for you in the week ahead. But again, answering the call, you're getting out of your comfort zone. Okay, doing something a little bit different in some regard. But ultimately, for the most part, pretty positive though. Okay, thank you. I'll show you what that one was in a second. That flipped over out of the deck, and you will laugh, possibly. Let's just get, we'll get two more there. Okay, so we have advancement flipping over. Okay, a strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. Strong energy with the Tower propelling you forward. Follow your heart there. Okay, so advancement, moving forward, right? What is that? Six of Wands right in the middle is moving forward. Vibration, your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected with to cosmic intelligence. There is that moon card coming out, that psychic connection there. All right, those revelations, epiphany moments. All right, release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. All right. Oof, man, oh man. And we have transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitations to allow your soul's light to truly shine. Man, some of you are having quite the awakening in the week ahead. Okay, so very positive energy, but very hold on to your hat kind of energy for you guys this week as well. So again, some of you might actually be the mastermind of your own Tower moment. Okay, just getting up one morning and just going, nah, stop it. We've got to change. We've got to do something a little bit different. You might have some revelation that comes to you in a dream. Okay, watch your dreams with that moon card. All right. But you may also just be having something, you might be getting blindsided with something. You come out okay. You come out in the end. All right. Because it actually almost feels as though either something is taken away to be replaced by something better, or you're sent in at the last minute to get something done. And that actually puts you on the path to being really recognized for the fact that you can actually get the job done. You can get something done. You're the go-to person. All right. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. Okay. But hopefully there was something in this reading for you. If there was, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a fantastic week. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.